If I were ever to meet Joe Rogan, hopefully I would be able to explain why I believe the way I do. In First Peter, the third chapter, if anyone asks about the hope living within you, always be ready to explain your faith with gentleness and respect. Don't forget that word respect, okay? As a believer, we really should be able to explain why we believe the way we do. It really is a critical part of our walk. And the Bible says that we overcome by the blood of the Lamb. That's Jesus, what he did on the cross. And we overcome by the word of our testimony that we're able to understand what God has done in our lives. That gives us the ability to overcome. And so, it's not all that important to know all the reasons why per se from a biblical standpoint. If you know that Jesus is your Lord and you believe that God has raised him from the dead, you are a believer and you should be able to explain why you believe the way you do. And so I just wanted to write this particular chapter to give you a little feel of where I'm coming from and use it as a framework as how you can explain your testimony too. And, I've thought a lot about this over the years, and there's little tweaks here and there that I realize, oh, wow, that's why I'm like how I am. And hopefully you enjoy it. I'm going to be making another video if, depending on when you're watching this, it may already have been made, really going into my testimony in detail and some wild stuff. I mean, you'll realize why I believe in the supernatural because right out of the gate, I, I had some supernatural things happen. And if you've read it in the book here, you'll know what I'm talking about. Those of you that don't have the book, let's just say it was crazy how I came to believe in the supernatural. So I just want to encourage you to press in and understand why you believe the things you do. I know there's a lot of talk out there right now being about deconstructing your faith and don't go so far as to deconvert, but it's important to challenge yourself and your faith. And I'll probably be talking about that probably in the next video. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here. The temptation always is to trying to give you everything now. Be patient with me. Give me a little grace. I'm new to all this stuff. It just takes me a little bit of time to figure it all out, but we'll get there. Okay. And there again, check out the questions in the back of the chapter to reflect on and answer those. And let me know what you think. If you're a Christian, have you thought deeply about what God has done in your life? And can you share your testimony with others? Who are some of the people who have influenced you the most regarding your faith and worldview? I'd be super curious on that one. So, hey, go over to my social media channels, say, hey, chapter 4, answer some of those questions. I'll read them and I know I'll be blessed. And there again, have manners over there. Be nice. Don't go off on anybody because we're all walking this thing out. Okay. And until then, if you want to go over to my website, normalbeliever.com, that would be great. And there again, if you haven't gotten the book, get it. It's a lot in here. It's over 300 pages. Don't let that freak you out. It's a lot of references in there, but I think it's good that we challenge our thinking concerning our faith. It's good to rethink things. And so before we move on in the book and get really into all the fun stuff, I wanted to stop right here and just encourage you to think about what God has done in your life. I know it's some good stuff. And sure there's challenges, so I'm with you on that one. So, thanks for watching, and if you're on YouTube watching this, make sure you hit like and subscribe to the channel. If you're on the book website, down in the lower right-hand corner, you'll see that little YouTube icon. You can click that and it pops you off of the website and over onto YouTube. Moving forward in the future, I'm going to be putting up a lot more content over there. And so I would love for you to avail yourself to that. And also, if you want to be a part of the discussion over at Patreon, I encourage you to go over there. And that's where you will find our Discord channel where you can interact back and forth. It's a little bit more of a private environment because you just don't want to throw everything out there on YouTube, right? You get yourself in trouble these days doing that. But go over there, and we have, like I said, a way to communicate back and forth through that Discord channel. So before we go, I want to remind you that if you are a believer and a follower of Jesus, you are a Christian, then you are the normal one because this world is going crazy and everyone that tries to figure it out on their own is crazy too. So thanks again for checking this message out, and I hope it blesses you.